that.
Twist up and brush on. So like when you brush it on, it's just real, like, oh, you can't see my hair. Smooth. Like you just smooth it on. Yes. And you can use it at night after you wash your face. You can put it on before you do your brows. You can use it really all day long. And because, everybody don't have brows like you, Tessa, I got to use it twice a day.
Say that. Microblading, because I'm telling you, somebody told me once you can wear a tinted moisturizer, some of that brow gel with that, the new oil stuff, and then also a little mascara, and you're good to go. It's a lip gloss, and that makes anyone day long.
I mean, you got to have some natural beauty to be able to just pull off that inside and out.
This is why she's on reality.
Inside and out.
I'm that friend. I'm the worst person for you to ask, like, to hook them up, because I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty, she's so beautiful, she's beautiful inside and out. They're like, yeah, what does she look like? Destiny gonna tell the truth. Destiny gonna tell.
I am, and it's kind of hard to be around people that ain't pretty inside and out.
Oh, listen to you. You know what? That's natural. That's life. We got to.
Outside beauty don't mean nothing if that inside is ugly.
And sometimes that outside beauty, if you don't have the inside beauty and you're not a nice person, it just kind of makes some pretty people so ugly. I mean, you see some people sometimes, just like, oh.
That's what I just said. Sometimes it doesn't matter how beautiful aesthetically you can. Yes. If you are aesthetically beautiful, God has blessed you. But if you have not or don't have the correct spirit and move in the right way, it don't matter. Because you can have some people that are not what would be quintessentially aesthetically pleasing, but they're beautiful.
Absolutely. I mean, it's so many people that I think are just gorgeous, but it's really that personality and that joy is shining through. And my mom told me, people may forget what you said, they may forget like what you were wearing, all those things, but they always remember how you made them feel. And so that is so important.
Absolutely.
A good impression.
That's so real.
Yeah, I try to make people feel good. If I feel like I'm everybody's, and I'm everybody's like #1 cheerleader, and I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
And we talk about like how amazing. I mean, look at your journey, look at your life, look at how you stepped out on faith, and how your life has just changed so much the last few years, and just the manifestation of your dreams, how you spoke it into existence, how you said, this is what I visualized for myself. You named your company. You gave it that right name. I mean, it just, everything just, you lined it all up. And God first, of course. So I'm not saying, like, of course, you didn't have spirituality and all that stuff, but you really did pour into believing in yourself, and it is just manifesting. And I'm so happy for you. You so believe it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It's true.
I will definitely say the journey, it has not been easy, and it's not for the faint of heart, but that's with anything that's worth having. And I'm just grateful to God that I'm still here, and I'm in my phase of thriving and no longer surviving. That's been my, yes. And also, as hard as it has been with so much opposition with people and things, with staying obedient to God and staying obedient to what He said do. And it's hard because you want to clap back, you want to do things, you want to nugget your buck. Listen, and we're all human, and we all, we fall short because we are human. But the saving grace is how you bounce back. How you bounce back.
We all got triggers. I mean, let's just be honest, right? Yeah. And I think, reality television, no matter what people say, they want everything to be kumbaya, but reality television is conflict television. Like, that's what people are watching for. That's what people want to see. I mean, while you watching television, you fold clothes, you doing dishes, you braiding your daughter's hair, and the only thing that's going to grab your attention back to that screen is some kind of conflict. And let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. In life, I mean, we all work for a living. Where do you work that there's no real conflict? We're in life. If you have sisters, you have brothers, you have parents, conflict is life. Like, it's really all about how you snap back. That's it.
100%
Nobody's perfect.
Accurate. If they could have followed me in my corporate job, it would have been a real good show. Conflict.
Girl,
conflict for sure. But
in a hospital, you ain't never seen drama. You ain't never seen, I'm telling you, the drama of it, of the terrible, the things that people say to each other. A bunch of doctors.
Yes, it's like,
I mean,
even with the reality world, like these comments that people just feel like they can just say to you. I could just, if the shoe was on the other foot, like you really don't know a person from Adam. You see them on a snippet of a TV show and you think that you know who they are. And it's like, you get glimpses and pieces of that person because yes, that's us in the moment. But some of those moments are very heightened and not natural situations that you would probably put yourself in as an adult most of the time. And you're also dealing with a lot of different strong personalities. And for me, it's just like finding a balance of being authentic and also, not going to jail.
Well, you actually posted something today. It's like, all my friends, I'm like, hey, you know what? We keep it moving. We ain't, you know what? We don't do that. Like, you can argue, you can disagree, but you got to come back to a place of love. And yeah. I know people want to focus on the negative and they want to talk about like what we aren't doing and what we're doing incorrectly. But I'm going to focus on, oh my God, the success stories that you watching on Black America while you watching these reality television shows. And I'm just going to tell you, I remember one time watching one of those I think it was Dance Moms. One of the moms in front of their kids slapped the shit out of another woman. And this was a kids reality television show. So I don't even understand how people try to hold, I would say, trying to act like we are much more aggressive and violent. And even those
Listen, I'm so sick of that word. Okay, I'm sick of that word.
How you gonna? We're all we're all type A, and we're all, by definition, as powerful women, we're going to be aggressive, assertive, all those things, and those are not badges of shame. And if honestly, I would have never made it to where I am today. I mean, look, I'm just gonna be honest. like, you're not looking at. We wouldn't have all this if I wasn't. If I wasn't aggressive, I have to be aggressive. I'm gonna take what's mine.
But to me, one of the things I always said was you wouldn't, especially when I was in my corporate job, because I had one of my counterparts call me a bitch, like out of his mouth, like out loud.
Don't just sit there and take that.
A white man at that. So that triggered me. Before I knew it, I was throwing a drink on my boss. Yeah. Yeah, it was HR heavy. But it was, if I was a man and I was behaving and moving the way that I move in this office, in this building, I would not be a bitch. I wouldn't be aggressive. I would just be a boss man.
But I don't see that as, I'm just saying, I think the attempt, I would just guard people from not using their brains. I mean, so what? Aggressive, assertive. We all know what a synonym is. Like, I think my daughter's in second grade and she learns what those are. So I don't really care about the word. I'm just saying, what are you doing with your life? Like, what, move forward. Like, you can try to label me all you want to, but that's a distraction from what's really going on. So don't even try.
And the other part too is
like, deal with it. Just doesn't matter. So I'm just saying, like, I don't even try to like resist any of those things. I just look at you, and I look at you as a kid who honestly, you grew up in foster care. Right? You walked away from all those stereotypes, all those things that people said would never happen because of the card that you were dealt. And you said, I'm going to step out on my legacy, on my destiny that I'm creating for my grandchildren's grandchildren. Right now, I am being an example that women can lose their temper, that women can come from a divorce, that women can maybe start out from humble beginnings and, like Horatio Alger,
and get it and then go back down and get it again. So live that. And, the other part to that is what person, and this is the thing, the label, and most of the time people try to give you the aggressive, assertive label, and they're just like you. There's not one person on my cast that I would say doesn't have that assertiveness or aggressiveness in them.
There's nobody on national television, let's just be honest, on reality television, all the people who are not assertive and aggressive have been weeded out. They don't make it. They probably will never be on anyone's screen. No one's watching a mouse and, they're not doing that. That's not what they're, so it's just a distraction that we all see it. And it doesn't even, I'm saying it's like trying to use a powerful word that's not even powerful. Calling someone aggressive. Okay. That was supposed to be an insult. Like, So I'm just saying, I don't even.
And that's why for me, and I'm glad you're saying this, because at first I'm like, why is everybody saying this to me, and everybody else is giving the same energy and behavior in different circumstances? So why is it always coming at me? Why is this becoming a tag? But you know what? I embrace it. I'm not aggressive. I'm just on 10, like my single that's coming out. Ow.
Ow. Okay, voice. Okay, businesswoman. Hey. Like, I'm just saying, like, God just smiled on you the day you were born. Goodness gracious.
Listen, God smiled on everybody. It's how you walk in your favor and purpose.
That's right. That's right. And you are just gliding through it. And I'm so happy.
I'm tripping. I'm just acting like I'm not. You know how they fall on stage when they're performing and they make it a part of the dance? That's me.
So when will you be performing? When can we get you to perform?
Okay. So I actually I've been asked to do a couple of performances next month when the song drops. So we'll see.
Yay. We'll see. Now
sometime soon.
You know,
I've been doing my due diligence and working on, behind the scenes.
So crouch grinding and all that kind of stuff, and you don't have to be you're sexy and be dancing and dropping it like it's hot. I mean, I'm just saying.
Listen, I'll give you a little 8 count. I'm not gonna Beyonce it because I can't. But I give you a little 8 count.
Don't say that. I
mean, I can. I guess you can.
I can watch you stand there and sing.
Beyonce's like the consummate performer, consummate, and she's been doing it since she was birthed. So it's just bow down to the queen.
So what about you? Talk about how long you've been performing? How long you've been writing and singing?
Oh, since I started out in church at 6. And I was in my pastor named us the Davis Girls. My pastor's name was Pastor Davis. And so we would go to his any function that he had, or his anniversaries, and we would perform, or he would call us up or call me up to sing a song. It's My Living in Vain was one of my favorite songs to sing. And just like randomly on a Sunday, he's preaching and he's like, Destiny, come up here and sing. I'm like, Lord Jesus, have mercy. And then after that, I started entering myself into talent shows at 11. And then I moved to Atlanta, and I was working at Dallas Austin's recording studios, DARP, as an intern, and sneaking in the doors, vocals in the studio. Yeah, I was an intern there, and
Dallas Austin he lives right up the street from me.
Does he? Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yep. Listen, when I come over next time, we're gonna have to go up the street. But no, I actually was an intern for him, and the only reason why I stopped interning was because it was around the time that Left Eye got killed, passed away. And so they kind of shut everything down. And then after I left school, I went to Performing Arts College in Los Angeles because I wanted to be in school where I was engulfed in arts. Like, I didn't want to, work and then go to the studio at night. I wanted to just be in class and performing and auditioning all day long. So I did that at the American Musical Dramatic Academy in Los Angeles. I did a lot of movies, a lot of background work, getting my SAG eligibility, my SAG. You got something? What do you want to say?
No, I'm like, so wait. So honestly, you are. So if before we saw you on television, before we saw you as somebody's wife, you are, and your life has been that you've been an entertainer. That's literally what you've been doing.
Correct. You could find me on you can find me on a couple little shows here and there. You'll be like, oh, that's Destiny. Like Single Ladies. When I moved back to Atlanta, I was on Single Ladies. I was in 42, the Jackie Robinson story. I was in Hunger Games, doing background work and minimal principal roles where I was crying and like, hey, we're gonna put the camera on you. We need you to cry. And what else did I do while I was there? Oh, and then when I moved to Nashville, I got my first syndicated commercial with Captain D's. Yeah, that ran for like 2 years. That was a great check. And then I was on Spider-Man in LA. I was the mom at the bus stop. And I was in Batman. I don't remember what the name of it was, but it was the one with Bane. And I was in that stockroom scene when he came in. He fine, that person. When he came in, what? Was his name Tom Hardy? Yes. Mm-hmm.
What? That's freaking amazing. Like,
I had a booking agent that I literally was on set probably 3 or 4 days out of the week, every week for like 2.5 years straight.
So all of us who are trying to be actors are trying to really keep up with and catch up with you. I'm just gonna be honest.
No, I'm trying to get myself back into the rhythm of things now that I'm getting my footing back and like trying to balance out mommyhood. You know, once you balance it out, something else happens. It throws you off to be imbalance, and you got to find the balance again. So I do have an agent now, a manager for bookings for television and commercials, and I just got to get my headshots updated. This is why I need an assistant, which I think I found today. Thank you, Lord.
I birthed 3 assistants, and they got to do whatever I tell them to do because that's the rent.
No, not you birthed 3.
Assistants. Go get me some water. Go get me the remote control.
Listen, right I can't wait till I get that age because right now I'm his assistant. He's the boss, okay?
I know.
He'll be 2 on
June, and my birthday is June 4th.
You, Gemini love. I love Geminis. My cousin's a Gemini. She's my favorite person next to Law.
Well, you know what?
We mesh well.
I just got to tell you, I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. And I mean, these kids about to come in and I got to do an interview with Dr. Steve Perry. But I just want you to know, I support everything you do. I'm so proud of you. Sisters supporting sisters. It's enough for everybody. I know sometimes people try to pit, like, you know, you trying to be like so-and-so. I mean, what are you talking about? Like, are we talking about Eve?
There's nothing new under the sun.
The only people we repeating after or trying to follow after is Eve, the first one. And after that, we all just chasing circles, going through time. So there is nothing new under the sun, as the Bible says.
Enough for everybody, and we should support everybody.
It's enough for everybody. It's not competition.
Thank you for being my soul sister from the inception of meeting you. So I know we're going in and out. I don't know if we're talking over each other. But thank you for being my soul sister from the inception of meeting you, and I'm so grateful.
Anything you need from me, ever, I got you, baby. And congratulations.
And the same here.
Yes, and I can't. Yeah, Married to Medicine is gonna be coming back on this summer. We don't know exactly the date, but it's coming on. Ow! I love you, Mama.
I love you too. Thank you.
We can't
enjoy the kiddos.
Absolutely can. I sometimes will talk about Target, how the line is too long, how they ain't got the discount. I go and buy my stuff, but then I also can talk shit about something went wrong. So I don't know. So all these things, you can do whatever you want to do. That's like you live your life the way you want to live it. There is no playbook. You set the playbook the way you want to do it. So,
absolutely.
Just saying. So I just was responding. I know that seemed like it came out of nowhere, but I
saw that too.
You know what? The good thing about it is they're watching you live your life, and everybody's going to be critical because if the tables were turned, then people will be criticizing them. So you just keep on living it. Being an example for little girls who are like, you know what, because of my situation, I can't. And they're going to watch you on television. They're going to say, because Miss Destiny did it, I can. And that's really that's it. That's the win. That's it.
And the same for you, love. Thank you. Thank you for pouring in love into me. And I hope that I give it back to you in the same vein.
Absolutely. And you know what? And sometimes I'm going to need it and you're not, and vice versa. So sometimes the table's going to turn, and I'm willing to give 100%. If that's what I can give to lift you up because you need it. So, you know what? Love you. Love you.
I love
so
you.
Proud
of you. Thank you. Bye, love. Enjoy the kiddos.
Bye, beautiful people. Hey, babies. Hey, come on down. You need some help? Okay. See, look.
All right, bye.
Kids are home from school. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Baby.
Okay. Listen, thank y'all for tuning into my live that I don't ever really do, and I'm trying to figure this thing out and get better with it. Listen, I see these haters. It's like, y'all take your time. What did Cat Williams say? If you got 7 haters, then you need to figure out how to get to 10 by the end of the summer. So keep it coming, baby. Keep it coming. But for real, I just want to spread love, and I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm always in a great place or that I'm perfect or that I don't make mistakes, because I do. I'm human. But my ultimate goal in life is to uplift people, uplift women, and do the best that I can to show the best example. I ain't perfect now. God's still working on me. All right. But I just hope that y'all get something from my journey and learning something from my ups and downs, and that it motivates you to keep on pushing and knowing that God's promises are real, and don't ever give up. Just keep on pushing. I promise your faithfulness will work out. So thank y'all